Didn't think I'd be making a Division 2 video in 2025, but here we are, and I'm pretty happy about it, because it's another Division DLC after many years. I've covered Destiny for a while, so it may come as a surprise to my Destiny subscribers, but The Division is actually my favorite looter shooter. I just never made content for it. I have thousands of hours in this, Destiny 2 and Warframe. I've played them all for years, and still Division 2 is the best. Warframe is a close second though. Anyways, if that hot take didn't turn you off, let's talk about this Battle for Brooklyn DLC. It's the newest DLC in 5 years, and it's not the same size as Warlords of New York. It's pretty small. It's only 6 hours to beat all of the main missions. And like 11-ish hours to complete everything, all the new bounties and control points. There's 9 missions, but only 7 are replayable. 4 are set in Brooklyn, and 3 are off-site. There's an oil refinery, an army base, and a big new museum level. I liked what I played in terms of the missions and their locations. The map is divided into 2 territories, one for the Rikers and one for the Cleaners. Again, smaller than the Warlords New York map. So I enjoy this DLC because it's simply more Division. If you like the Division 2, it's more what you like for just $15. The story has you return to Brooklyn to find out what the Cleaners are doing because they have access to this new purple flame, and when it hits you, it breaks off your armor and stops it from regenerating past a certain point, unless you use a full armor kit to repair all of it. In theory, this mechanic sounds like it would add a lot of difficulty, but in reality, it didn't, even on the heroic difficulty. I thought the purple flame and armor degradation mechanic would have made the game a lot more difficult, but again, it didn't. If you play smart and keep your distance, it's not hard. There's a lot more difficult missions in the base game than this DLC. The strongholds like Tidal Basin or Roosevelt Island, like any mission with the Black Tusk and the Warhounds on higher difficulties is going to be more difficult than these missions if you play them on the highest difficulty. I made a quick tank loadout that regenerated my armor, and I took aggro so my team could focus fire on the enemies. But if you aren't playing with a tanky loadout, yeah, it can get pretty hectic in closed off areas of these new missions, with all of the riot shields and flamethrower enemies with their new flame turrets, and they just throw waves and waves of enemies at you. Seeing as most of the enemies are riot shielders that rush you down, or flamers, everything just tries to push you out of cover to corner and kill you, so prepare for that. It's hectic, but pretty fun. There's also a new skill called Smart Cover with 2 variants. The first one buffs the weapon damage, reload, and handling for everyone in that area, and the second variant fortifies an area, and wherever you're taking cover, you can't get staggered by explosions and pushed out of cover. And you get extra armor, which was pretty good for my DPS loadout because it's pretty much a glass cannon. I can shred enemies, but I die insanely quick. So one variant is for offensive play and the other is a bit more defensive. There's also a new exotic mask, 8 new hunter riddles to solve which I haven't done yet. The new exotic weapon is an LMG, and the exotic leg piece heals you as you go from cover to cover. So they want you to keep moving to get heals, which makes sense for this DLC given that these enemies always try to push you out of cover. And lastly, there's one new gear set, and it focuses on skill haste and skill tiers. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I like this DLC. I had fun. Like I said, it's more Division, it's a reason to come back, and I'll take any excuse to return to this game. For the most part, they've been recycling seasons for a long time, and I got bored of that, so I just stopped playing. But I came back whenever something new dropped, like the tower, incursions, or the new descent mode. However, I get why some people might be disappointed. We waited a pretty long time for it, and when they revealed it, this DLC is pretty short and not as big as Warlords. The developers did try to get ahead and limit people's expectations of the size of this DLC really quickly, but some people are still disappointed, which is understandable. The one thing I will say I wish they did differently was the atmosphere. They went for this like autumn season look. I think it was a missed opportunity not adding back snow. I like the Division 2 more than the first game, but Division 1 has amazing atmosphere, especially when you're moving around the city at night with all the snow falling. It looked amazing. Division 1 all around just has great atmosphere. During the day, the light reflected off the snow environments. Everything looked really pretty. Then at night, it would look kind of creepy because you can't see that far in front of you because the snow would be making it hard to see. You couldn't even see down the street sometimes. And also enemies would sometimes be hard to see when it's hazy. We're already back in Brooklyn for nostalgia's sake. They should have added snow. I do miss that. Because DC is a pretty good looking map. I love it. but I wish it had in-game seasons. I wish that was a thing. I hope they do that for Division 3. Just add in-game weather and seasons so we get snow like in Division 1 and summer like Division 2. You know, best of both worlds. The way this ended and that cutscene after the final mission, there's definitely more story to tell, so I'd like to assume maybe they will do another small DLC like in the future to pick up where this left off. But I won't hold my breath for that, seeing as it took us this long to even get this DLC because it was already delayed. I mean, I'm sure it's a small team still working on this game because the studio that made this was working on Star Wars Outlaws for years and are now working on Division 3. Yes, it's been greenlit and is in production, so I'm pretty excited for that. But can I recommend this DLC? I mean, it's only $15, so if you like this game, yeah, it's more content, and if you haven't played this in a while, it's a good reason to come back and see all the new modes and missions that they've added if you stopped playing years ago. Don't worry about your level. If you buy Battle for Brooklyn or own the Warlords DLC, you can boost the character to level 40 and hop right into the new DLC. I played the entire DLC co-op with a friend who just bought the game. So yeah, the new player experience has also improved by a lot. So you can grab your friends if they've never played it and run through the game and all the DLCs with them. They don't have to start from level 1 getting green gear. They can jump right in, boost to level 40, and start getting high-end loot, just like you. And if you are new to Division 2, there's lots and lots of content for you to play. No content has been removed or vaulted. You can play everything from 2019 to 2025 content. It's well over 100 hours of content. Highly recommend it. It's my favorite looter shooter. And it's currently having a free week, so if you want to try it out and you enjoy it, all editions are on sale, and it's also now on Game Pass. So yeah, go play Division 2, give it a try. There's still people playing it, and you can always get higher level people to join you by just matchmaking and sending out a call for help. Battle for Brooklyn is cool. I enjoyed the Warlords DLC a bit more, but I mean, it's a much bigger and more fleshed out add-on content compared to this, but you know, it was cool seeing the same police station from Division 1 and that revealed trailer and going back to Brooklyn for, I guess, nostalgia's sake, while also pushing the storyline forward. But yeah, that's it. Pretty short video for a pretty short DLC. If you bought this, what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.